What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to the Stoke City Liverpool post-match analysis video, and I wanted to share my thoughts on Liverpool's season so far, the title race, the race for the top 4, everything else. So we will talk a lot of Premier League football in this video. If you enjoy these types of videos, make sure to smash the like button. And where do you think Liverpool will finish at the end of the season? Let me know in the comments below. Also, who was your man of the match? And I was really nervous before this game because Stoke away on a wet Wednesday night. You know the saying, how it goes. This is on paper one of the most difficult away games in the Premier League, but Stoke hasn't been in a very good form. And Jurgen Klopp made a big surprise. He actually made 5 changes to the lineup, and all those 5 changes came in attack and in midfield. So the front 6, if you like, the midfield and the attack, 5 of them were changed for this game. And I really hate the fact that most Liverpool fans just write the team off before kickoff. When the lineups came out and I was reading Twitter, and most fans were very critical of the lineup, and most fans said that we will probably lose this game and what is Jurgen Klopp doing. But Liverpool are playing 13 games in just 42 days. That's basically a game every 3 or 4 days. Liverpool will have, and most English teams will have, a very hectic schedule in December and early January. And if you don't rotate, you can get injuries to key players that could wreck Liverpool's season, and you could get, you know, loss of form, fatigue kicking in, tiredness, and frankly, I think Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp made the right choice in rotating the squad. For example, you know, in midweek we rotated as well, and we almost won against Chelsea and were the better side. And today it worked like a charm because Liverpool ran out 3-0 winners, as you obviously know. Sadio Mane opened the scoring with a beautiful, delightful chip. Dominic Solanke, after his first start in the Premier League for Liverpool, made an assist for Mane. And I loved the fact that the Stoke fans were up in arms that you know, the ball might have been over the last line, but when Gomez crossed the ball, but it wasn't. The whole of the ball has to be over the line, and the ball wasn't over the line in full. So the goal was the right decision to give for the referee, and Mane, after slipped in by Solanke, made a really delightful chip. But then Mignolet, with a moment of madness, and even Mignolet admitted that he had to take out Diouf in his post-match interview. He had to take out Diouf, otherwise he would have scored. And that just shows that Mignolet probably deserved a red card, which would have been, of course, the whole game would have changed completely. And Mark Hughes and the Stoke fans were really furious. Liverpool got away with one there, I have to admit, because when Mame Biran Diouf raced clear and Mignolet cleaned him out, I think if Mignolet doesn't foul him, Diouf has an open goal to slot the ball in. Yes, there were 2 Liverpool defenders, but they weren't that close to Diouf, so to be fair, I have to admit that Mignolet probably deserved to get a red card. And then just like 2 minutes later, Dominic Solanke slipped in Sadio Mane, who for some reason waits for the defender to catch him up. He's one of the fastest players in the Premier League, and I don't understand why he didn't just sprint in full force, in full speed towards the goal, and then slot it past you know, the Stoke goalkeeper. I think it was Butland, because when Mane waits a little bit, a Stoke defender catches him up and he has to shoot from like 15 yards or 16 yards, and he hits the post, which was very unlucky. And also Solanke also had a very good chance before the Mame Biran Diouf incident with Mignolet. So Solanke gets the ball after a brilliant Firmino backheel, and again he just you know, shoots at the goal. He doesn't find the bottom corner. It was kind of into the middle of the goal, and the goalkeeper saved well. And Joe Allen at the beginning of the second half had an absolute sitter which he missed. On another day, if Joe Allen scores that, it's 1-1 and it's a different game. The tide could have turned, and the Liverpool defense, especially in the first half, were very shaky from corners, from set pieces. Stoke bombarded the Liverpool box, because Stoke City knows, most people know that, most teams know that Liverpool's weakness is from set pieces, and Peter Crouch started for the first time this season for Stoke City, and I think that's telling. Mark Hughes knew that Liverpool's has an area of weakness, and we got lucky that Joe Allen missed actually 2 very good chances in the second half. The second one from a Crouch knockdown, Allen blazes over the bar when there was nobody near him. 2 yards, he had a space in the box, which is just unacceptable. And Liverpool, you know, in the second half played better. In the first half, first 20 minutes, Liverpool were very good, but then Stoke changed the system to 4-4-2, matched Liverpool up, and Liverpool found it difficult, more difficult. The game became a little bit of a scrabble, and the second half Liverpool were much better. Jurgen Klopp, I think, made some harsh words at halftime, but it wasn't until the 77th minute where Liverpool sealed the victory, and by that time, of course, the player of the season, the signing of the season, Mohamed Salah, the as some say, the Pyramid Messi. There are so many funny names going around on Reddit about Mohamed Salah. Of course, the King of Egypt, as they call him, came on, and his first goal, Liverpool's second goal, honestly, this is one of my favorite goals of the season. If you ever played football, you know there is not many better feelings than when you get a perfect cross, and on the volley, first time, you just smash it, rifle it into the roof of the net. An absolute rocket, beautiful finish by Mohamed Salah, and it's a very difficult technique. If you played 11-a-side football in your life, and I played 3 seasons for a semi-professional team, you know how difficult it is to catch a ball as cleanly as Salah did. But honestly, I think Mohamed Salah is Liverpool's best signing since Luis Suarez, and many people are debating that, but I don't think there is a debate, because Mohamed Salah, believe it or not, it's not even December yet, has 17 goals this season. If he keeps this goal scoring form up, he can end up on 35 goals, or maybe even more. Of course, that's a big if, because he might get injured, he might lose a little bit of form. And still, to consider that Salah has 17 goals and he missed so many good chances in the first like 10 games of his Liverpool career. But since then he has been clinical. Most of his chances that he gets, he takes it. He gets his second goal just 6 minutes later. A horrendous mistake by the Stoke City defender who wants to pass it back to the goalkeeper. How many times have we seen errors like that, when the defender doesn't get a clean connection towards the ball just ricochets towards the goalkeeper, and Salah goes through and slots it home. And the thing what I love about Salah is he gets so many chances, his movement is incredible, and he also is so calm in front of goal, a lot calmer than as I said, in the first 10 games of his Liverpool career. Maybe he got nervous a little bit in front of goal at that time, but since then he is just scoring. He now has, I think, 8 goals in his last 6 games, or something crazy statistic like that. So Mohamed Salah, man of the match from the bench. What a performance. And to be fair to Stoke, maybe the scoreline was a little bit harsh, because 3-0 in the end didn't fully reflect the game. Stoke at least deserved to score a goal, and they had a chance when Mignolet fumbles a shot from, I'm not sure who it was, Mame Biram Diouf's or somebody else. He fumbles the shot straight back to Diouf's path, who hits the post, and then the ball hits Crouch, comes back to Diouf, who from 5 yards out, basically almost an open goal because Mignolet was already diving, he blazes over the bar, but it was offside, so it wouldn't have counted. But Liverpool got lucky to keep a clean sheet today. I want to be fair and balanced in my post-match analysis, and I have to admit that Stoke deserved at least a goal. And who knows, if Shaqiri's free kick goes in after that, after Mignolet cleaned out Diouf, and you know, Mignolet gets a red card. Shaqiri's free kick almost went in, it got deflected and went out for a corner, but if that goes in, Stoke might have won this game. But these are the fine margins in the Premier League, and Liverpool threw away so many points from winning positions. It was good to enter the final 10 minutes knowing that Liverpool have the 3 points in the bag, because I could see Stoke scoring 1 goal, but I couldn't see them scoring 2 or 3 goals today. So these are my thoughts about the game, and this was vital because apart from Tottenham, all the big teams won. Manchester City keeping up their incredible run of form. They won 13 of the first 14 games, and once again they won in the 96th minute through Raheem Sterling against Southampton. Southampton equalized late on in like the last 10 minutes, and then, you know, it was 5 minutes stoppage time, but of course Man City get even more. I'm not really complaining. I don't think Liverpool have any chance of winning the title. And to be brutally honest, I don't think any other team has a chance of winning the title, because Man City just keep grinding out results, even when, you know, they aren't playing on their top level. And I think against Southampton they played at their top level, but they just came up against a very good defense and the goalkeeper, which saved most of the shots. I didn't see the highlights of the game, but I saw the statistics that Man City had like 5 times as many shots as Southampton, and they probably deserved to win the game. Man United won, Arsenal won 5-0 against Huddersfield. Wow, what a scoreline. And it wasn't a 5-0 game according to the stats. Chelsea won against Swansea, only 1-0, but they could have scored many more goals. The only team in the top 6 who lost is Tottenham. They lost to Leicester, and they really hit a bad run of form. Not sure what is happening there. They failed to win in their last 3 games, I think, in the Premier League, and it was vital. This is why it was vital for Liverpool to win the game, because now we can look up and actually try and challenge Arsenal and Chelsea for the top 4 places. And Liverpool have Brighton away next, which is another game which is tough, but it's winnable. And if Liverpool win that, then one of the big teams will drop points sooner or later. Arsenal are playing Manchester United maybe next weekend or this weekend, I'm not 100% sure, but Liverpool have to keep going. I still believe that Liverpool can get a very good position in the league, because even Man United are not that far away from Liverpool. 6 points, which is not an incredible amount. Man City, who are still 8 points clear of Man United, I think they will win the title, but they will hit a bad run of form. I can feel it. They won't go unbeaten. That's just my prediction, my feeling. They won't go unbeaten in the Premier League. And the big question is, can the other teams keep up? The other top teams are having good seasons as well, especially Manchester United. But because Man City are doing an almost perfect job in terms of results and performances so far, even Man United's season look not as impressive as otherwise, because in any other season Manchester United would be first in the Premier League with the amount of points that they got. I'm not praising them, I'm just saying that what Man City are doing is extraordinary, and sooner or later they will drop some points. The Premier League is the hardest league in the world, in my opinion, so sooner or later somebody will beat them. The big question is, can the other teams be consistent? For Liverpool, my best hope is that I think we finish either 3rd or 4th. I'm really hoping that we can finish at least 3rd and maybe challenge for 2nd place for Manchester United. For that to happen, Liverpool need to sign some defenders or defensive midfielders, or both, in the January transfer window. I really hope that Liverpool will do that. Thanks for watching, guys. A brand new Liverpool career mode is coming out either tonight or early tomorrow. I'm still working on it, but I have to go out just to do some things as well. But the career modes will be back very soon. So from tomorrow, 100% daily career modes every day throughout the weekend. Maybe on the weekend I will do 2 career modes as well. So fingers crossed. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. See you later. Goodbye.